Hey, how's everybody doing? Today we're going to look at 7 Wonders Dual Age 1 cards and decide right here what are the best choices for your first age that you're playing, regardless of what wonders you have. So let's just look at, first we'll go through, oh man, these are going to be small, hard to read. Altar, where would we put the altar? Probably D tier. Unless you're playing with Agora, then it's going to be a little higher. But I would say base game and Pantheon, the blue cards are all going to be pretty low tier. Is there any difference between them? Maybe the fact that one of them costs a stone, that one makes it not as great. Okay, so we'll move on with that. Okay. Now, this is the apothecary, so that's science with the wheel, needing a glass. Put that as a C tier. Usually try to discard that one. Maybe B tier. Clay pit. Put that as a B tier as well. Now, apothecary is going to have to be C because I would pick the clay pit over the apothecary, especially first moves. Now, A tier is going to be the clay pit, the clay pool that doesn't cost the coin. And I'm just going to do that for all of them right now for the same reasons. All the brown resource cards right there. Quarry, stone pit, lumberyard, logging camp, and now the yellow cards are going to be S tier. You really want to get those. So the clay reserve, I think they all have reserve on them. The stone reserve and the wood reserve, but all the reserves in S tier. Then the military, we're going to put all those in C tier. I'd say this military, I personally like it a little better, because if you are strapped for money at the end of the game, that fortification upgrade is pretty great. I don't know. I just feel like that saved me before it upgrades into a 2 shield, whereas the rest will only upgrade into a 1 shield. Alright. We'll put the science also in C. And then this 4 coins in A, because 4 coins, that's really great to have, and the rest of the game, when you discard, you're going to be getting more money. And other S tiers, maybe A tier for the 2 manufactured goods. Put both those in A tier, probably a little higher than the others. And now we'll put the 2 best sciences in B, because they have the linking symbols for later. That's pharmacist and scriptorium. Okay, there you have it. That is my tier list. So now real quickly, we're going to go through best of the S's. I would say wood reserve, because that has a cool wonder combination you can do where you would need 3 wood for. But mostly these are better defensively to try to, if your opponent's trying to do a resource game and make all your resources cost a lot of money, you can defend a lot better with this. Then you can get into your real strategy once your resources are good. But if you don't have a defense for a resource game, you're going to be struggling. So getting these is very helpful. And they're yellow cards, so increasing the amount of gold you get for discards. Best of the A tier, Glassworks or Press. It's going to be one of those two. I'll say And I'll put the tavern right here in the middle. But I'll say pick Glassworks just because the mausoleum needs 2 glass. Right? Then, and mausoleum can be pretty useful. Right. Then best of the B. Oh yeah, and then I got a worst of the B. Oh, and worst of the S. So worst of the S would be, I guess, Stone Reserve. Clay Reserve is a little better. Worst of the A, let's do Quarry. And then worst of the best of the B would be probably the Wood Camp, and worst of the B would be that military. Best of the C would be I guess these 2 sciences. And then the worst would be the guard house that doesn't linking symbol into anything. And that the worst would be the baths, and the best would be, I don't even know much of the difference. I think the moon's a little better, but I wouldn't even know. Alright, so that is your tier list for the first stage in Seven Wonders Duel. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.